It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Panthers. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too come in off the bye. So we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the 1st overall pick from April's draft.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Young to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here is 3rd down at 4. Looking to throw, Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Pierce will try to pick it up. It'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans 1st down.
Stroud to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Panthers 0.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Young looks to throw on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air once more, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. To throw, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Throwing, Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Now Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25.
Final play of the half. Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw Dameon Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now the throw taken in by Chubb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
1st and 10, Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Yeah, to the right sideline. And the throw is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Young. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Houston set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. They'll get the hook up there to Woods. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Going for it with Pierce. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here is 3rd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young to throw it. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Young. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, what a move. So now Young and the Panthers down 10-7. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Young. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Young to throw. His throw incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Young. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Young. Again, that's Hurst. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This definitely 4th down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Stroud. And this one is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they take a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.